Hi friends, it's your Cosmic Auntie here. Happy Earth Day. I'm recording this a day early because every day is Earth Day, but I definitely plan on fully focusing on her tomorrow. So I thought I would jump on here and let's catch some energy. And talk with the planet, as we all should be doing, as we all do in our own ways, of course, too. Like, so which way, like, how have you noticed you communicate with the earth? What's your relationship like? Like, how do you talk to her? How do you thank her? What's your conversations like? And that's just between you and her, you know. But she really loves us, right? And we depend on her for everything. We experience a physical life here on Earth. Our bodies are of this planet. Our energy, our life, of the universe, of the cosmos, of everything, and how it all spirals into itself. You know what I mean? Okay, I hope this has made sense, because I love celebrating the earth. It's also Taurus time. Taurus is the tender of the earth. Taurus is ruled by the earth as well as Venus. It's a very beautiful time on this planet. Okay, so yeah, what's your conversations like with the earth? What's the vibe there? Like, bring your awareness to that connection, to really investigate the dynamic, the relationship. Anyway, let's jump in. I'm going to do some tarot, and then there's going to be a couple oracle cards that we're going to pull at the end, which will be awesome. Almost lost all of them. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to be using the Wildwood Tarot today. Super gorgeous deck. The way that this deck feels in my hands is just incredible. Yeah, so we're going to use the Wildwood. We're going to do Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, as well as some Earthcraft Oracle. All right, so before I jump in, please really tune into your own intuition as you pay attention to this video, as you pay attention to what resonates, what doesn't, right? When a message resonates, you'll just know there'll be a connection and a sense of validation, you know. You'll just know. Tarot's never supposed to tell you something you don't already know. So these energetic frequencies are going to like bounce off sensations that you've either experienced or are experiencing. Okay. And the way that I like to kind of explain the way I practice tarot is like a snapshot of energy that gets laid out into a map. And my job as the reader is to speak to the energetic themes in the map, and then I encourage you to choose the route that suits you best based on what resonates and what doesn't, right? Back to that. Don't make anything fit. You are the expert of you. You know yourself best. You have your own unique relationship with life, with the earth, with yourself. Yes, we're all alive here at this time, and that's beautiful, but you are the expert of you. Okay? All right, let's see. What's coming up? Like Earth Day. How can we celebrate the earth? Oh my gosh, there's like, what's coming up? What should we know? What should we chat about? There is so much that we need to really get real with ourselves when it comes to our relationship with the planet. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. The journey, which is the Death card. Yeah, we need to change. We need to turn things around yesterday now. It's important. It is the most important to be real. And I know that each and every one of us fundamentally knows that. And it's alarming, it's overwhelming, you know, all of these things that come up with that are completely valid. It's not something that we can stick our head in the sand about anymore, really. So with the death card, the journey, like this coming to awareness of the reality of what is happening, and also the beautiful, profound power of nature is reflected in the death card, right? Like this process of death, birth, rebirth, this natural process, cycle, life, death, relationship, decay, fertilization, starting again, endings, beginnings, all of this natural order, this natural flux, change. There's so much we need to change, and the earth, she does her, okay? She's just doing, she does her, and we're part of the earth. So we need to, what I'm sensing is we need to really like jump back into that natural flow and stop denying that we are nature, and that we have some serious undoing and some serious situations to face, change. There's going to be a lot that has to fall away, that is going to, you know, be the decay that fertilizes this and the next chapter. Wherever we're going, it's always going, is really the death card is natural, persistent. I heard unequivocal change. And like nature, you know, nature is raw. Nature is real. You know, nature, everything is utilized. Like things give way, things to the natural, what am I trying to say? The growth potential. But with this, like the journey coming out right away, like I knew this reading is going to be real, right? Like we need to really celebrate our mother. We need to protect her. We need to wake up. We need to wake up and do things differently. Like, and it's very overwhelming when, you know, when we can't get on the same page and work together to make a better life for each and every one of us and the planet. Like, it really is the most important thing, but we really can't. We're having a hard time, and it's a lot. And we live in a time of like exploitive capitalism, exploitive like resource like violence, colonialism, white supremacy, these systems that are needing to be challenged, dismantled, and learned from, to not bring into, you know, where we're going, wherever that may be. I mean, there's so many things, right, with that. But these systems directly remove ourselves from nature and are these systems that look at the natural world for the taking instead of relationship making, that we are one in the same. And there are ways, there has to be, because they've already existed, where there's a healthy relationship with the planet. We are given everything that we need to survive. And so when we create our systems, when we create our communities and stuff like that, like we've already we've already had a gentler, more profound, in tune relationship with this planet. Okay, so it is it is absolutely necessary to align and remember, and to, I just heard the word roots. Each and every one of us has to go back into our own roots, and unravel the effects of, colonialism, imperialism, violence, white supremacy, like all of it, like however each and every one of us experiences and comes up against these violent systems personally. And that's going to look different for each and every one of us. We all have to get real with what that looks like for us, and be curious as to what that looks like for someone else that may have a different experience, and to learn to see it from all these angles, because we need to kick it to the curb. It's not it has not been around, it's been long enough, but really in a very short time it's done a number. So what else can we learn? We have to decolonize. We need to unravel and connect to our roots, and remember our relationship with the planet, and to connect with each other, and to think about how to create life here on Earth that is healthy for us and the planet. Anyway, I hope that this is making sense. It's not just me yelling at the camera here, but yeah, the journey, anyway. What else is coming up on Earth Day that we can talk about? Okay, so we have the Four of Vessels, and the Seven of Wands, or the Seven of Bows in this deck, and it's so interesting. I'll show you the art in just a second. There's like an eyelash in my eye. So sorry. But look at this. So Four of Vessels, boredom. Look at this person, just and then the Seven of Wands, Seven of Bows, clearance. There's I heard the word, we gotta kick our ass. We gotta wake up. So there's this sense of apathy coming through with these cards, right? The Four of Vessels is a lack of passion. It's a sense of apathy. It's reflecting an energy of desiring more, but kind of just, and there's the earth, there's life, there's, spirit pouring from vessels. If only we would look up, or maybe look around in a different direction, when we would move our eyes, move our head, take a different angle, right? And the Seven of Bows is in this deck with clearance. We need to clear out what gets in our way when it comes to keeping the blinders on, and going back to these systems that we were just talking about, that is so important to be aware of, and how you personally as a individual experience these systems, okay? And then learning from others how they experience these systems, and realizing that it's benefiting really barely anyone, and it's super fucked up. Anyway, I could talk about, I could go off about systems of white supremacy, colonialism, imperialism, and exploitive capitalism, because it is essential to what we need to talk about and how we need to take action when it comes to protecting and developing a stronger, healthier relationship with the planet, okay? Anyway, so the 4 of Vessels, boredom, 7 of Bows, clearance. Like, what can you get out? What can you do to get out of your way when it comes to like being aware of and I don't know, just of whatever is causing apathy or a sense of a lack of passion or a sense of like disconnect from the planet, right? Because these systems do a lot so they do a lot in order to divide us from the natural world, to keep us from looking up, looking around, connecting, because these systems literally function on control and exploitation. So anyway, take what you want, leave the rest. Yeah, this is, I knew this was going to be quite a serious reading because we have a serious situation on our hands. There's also so much to celebrate, like just the beauty of this planet. Oh my gosh. Like, to be able to literally viscerally experience energy in a physical sense, and all the different varieties, all the diversity of energy, the manifestation of energy, growth, like, wow, what a gift to be here. What an experience to be here, to be able to, touch, taste, to physically, the senses, to sensually experience energy and life here on earth is beyond. It is to be cherished. It is to be respected, to be loved, to be, because she is she's the foundation. She's the future. She is everything. Everything. We have the Forest Lovers and the Knight of Stones. And she loves us so much. Okay, and I love these cards. So the Forest Lovers. Oops, my shadow. Oh, there, that's better. And then the Knight of Stones and the Knight of Pentacles. Really tap into how you can express your love for the earth, okay? Share it. Tell her, okay? Tell her. It'll be grounding. It'll be beautiful because there's always the love of our mother, the love of our Mother Earth, regardless of any of our personal dynamics, relationships, experiences. You will always be loved by her, no matter what. And by life, by the universe, the magnetic soul of existence. I don't know. But the earth cradles you, and you have a valid, important place here on earth, and your expression of life here on earth is like no other, okay? How can you celebrate that? How can you share that with the earth? How, okay? These are things that I hope will be a jumping off point to your unique expression, your unique, experience. The Forest Lovers is the Lover's card. This is a card of love in the expanse. Okay, the love and the connection and the place in life that each and every one of us has, that is valid, that is important. Our unique expression of love, the way that each and every one of us gives love or wants to receive love, expresses love, the energy we bring into our experiences, the way we relate to each other, the way that we relate to the things that we do in the sense of love, the earthly love, life, the divine love, and oh my gosh, it's love in its expanse, okay? And the Knight of Stones is a card of action. The knights are the ones who are gonna go out and do, seek, survey, battle, build, like quest. So there's this there's this whole nature and notion of the journey, okay? The awareness, the reality check, the natural cycle of things, to align ourselves with nature, to realize again, that we are nature, and to fight any oppressive, violent, fucked up system that we see here on earth right now that aims to remove us from that natural place and natural order. We have to challenge these systems and dismantle them. They need to go, okay? And each and every one of us has to, it's just individuals within the collective. So the journey to connection, to unification with the flow and natural, or like flow of life, energy, and how that like huge kind of cosmic macro, meso, micro swirl of love like comes right down deep into like the core, our core, and spirals right back up into the spiral of it all, the great spiral of existence. So back to the knight, who is going to be tasked, who's going to be taking action. So what are some of the things that you can see and do, and they can be just looking at a leaf and appreciating nature. Like literally, they do not have to be complicated. They do not have to be, they can, and they can be complex. They can be big, huge goals. They can be big tasks. They can be looking at a leaf, grounding, getting your toes in the grass, or dipping your toes in some water, stopping and smelling the roses, aligning yourself with initiatives that literally promote the relationship with between us and the planet, using technology to both grow, to both nurture ourselves and the planet in a healthy way. So what are some of your gifts? What do you have, right? And Taurus is I have, which is like a body, a perspective to share. Each and every one of us has unique gifts and desires and goals and love. So how are we going to go and spread and share that love with the planet and allow and open up and remember her love for us, and how unfaltering each and every day, each and every moment, and that you're worthy of this love. And to move forward, we need a lot. We need to change a lot. We need to remember. Okay? Decolonize. Challenge these systems. And even though they are incredibly constrictive, we have free will, we have choice, and if you want to, even if we need to shimmy, and that's the only thing that we can do at that time, do it. Even if it's just a thought, I love you, Earth, and I want to, I don't even know, even live a life of ease and create a better life here. I don't know. I'm not sure. Each and every one of us is going to have a unique relationship with this. Okay, so let's do some oracle. We have the King of Arrows. It's time to move. It's time to shake. It's time to take action and really be aware of what we're looking at here, and to connect with each other, connect with ourselves, and to connect with the planet, and to connect with life. And through that activation and this connection and this like remembrance and this future community building, by remembering, and that's going to propel us forward into the future as we bulldoze these systems and keep putting cracks in them. It's going to take time, and it is like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. So let's do some oracle. Let's start with goddesses. Goddesses, how can we, each and every one of us, connect with the earth more, respect the earth more? So we have Coventina, purification. It's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind, right? We're natural beings. We are of this earth. We get to walk around and experience and like interface with physical energy, being physical energy ourselves, and having a unique expression and viewpoint of life that nobody else has. Nobody can do it like you, boo. Okay. But we're all here. We're all connected. We're all alive here at this moment right now. So like, what does that mean, and how can we do better? How can we do better and create better systems that benefit us and the planet? This is so important. This is so important. And so cleansing, like staying hydrated, really thinking about the cycle of everything, the impact of things on our bodies, on our communities, and the earth at large, right? So like, again, how can we be better? Like, how can we learn from this moment? And so it's did I show you this? I think I did, actually. I'm gonna show you again. But Coventina. So it's a time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. And I feel like it comes back to this clearance combo here, clearance of apathy, and as you clear the apathy, the wellspring of inspiration and passion can flow more steadily. And I get the notion that like all of us are crying out for more connection, right? And it doesn't even know, like, it's just a sensation. I think that all of us deep inside can feel because of the disconnect from each other and from the planet. So we need to get that back, and we're gonna have to really challenge some aggressive things and that are within us that mirror the environment, and vice versa, right? There's a lot to dismantle. There's a lot to unravel. We have to go back to our roots and journey into those places and allow things to decay, the things that need to go to fertilize the growth potential. With fire, sometimes we have to have a burn so that there's the fertility of the soil in that area oftentimes like is rejuvenated. But we are seeing out of control fires. We are seeing the earth communicate to us. She's always talking to us, always, So going back to the beginning of this reading again, like what's your dialogue sound like with the earth? What do you say? Do you say anything to her? Do you talk to her? Because she really, really loves to talk to you. Okay, let's do an Earthcraft Oracle. Let's hear from you, Earth. The final word. We love you so much. This planet, this jewel, this beauty. Earth, what do you want us to know? Mama, what do you want us to know? The mountain. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. And like, look how everything in that card is part of it all. Everything is connected. There's the earth. Just like, oh, I just love her so much. The flow, the ridges, the foliage, the everything, earth, sky, water, like everything is touching, everything is connected because it is, right? It is the flow of life, and to take refuge in that, like earth is like, slow down. Slow down. Things happen in a natural order. Like, things get done. Nature always gets it done. There's a reading that I'm reminded of, and I forget who it was for. I think it was Sagittarius. I don't remember completely. But we were talking about how you cannot yell at a leaf to open faster. See? You can't yell at, you can, I guess. You can, but what's it gonna do? What are you gonna get out of that situation? Because it's gonna unfurl in its own good time. You know? It's just gonna happen. And it's just like, we can trust nature to always get it done, right? But it does it in its own time. And so I also sense like the earth is really asking us to hug her, take some time, like ground, like rest on her, like enjoy her, like feel connected to her. Remember your connection and fully, viscerally feel it. She loves it. Okay? Stop and smell those roses. What are you feeling because of it? Tell her, compliment her. Rest, slow down, okay? These are also very, like, rest is revolution. It is. Rest is revolution in the systems that we're dealing with right now. And that is a way to poke holes in this fuckery, okay? Rest is revolution. So tell the earth that you love her, okay? Tomorrow and every day. Okay? So many blessings to you. Thanks for being here. And I'm going to start the May monthlies next week.